Alright, so let me quickly tell you how you can apply those 50 basic patterns. So far, there are 50 basic guitar fretboard patterns that I could come up with on the top of my brain. If you find more, all the way, go for it. So if you're not using Guitar Pro, there's the document under this video. You can download it, you can print it, and then you can just go for this. You start practicing whatever you want, really. You can randomly pick those and practice them. Just make sure you're really paying attention to the fingering I showed you here. So the index finger, that's the finger 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? And you can play this with the first 2 fingers, or you can also play this with finger 2 and this one here, whoops, with the 3rd finger, which I'm gonna add in a moment. So 2 and 3, and then there's also, of course, the option, which is a little bit finger gymnastics, 3 and 4. So all possible combinations here, I'm gonna write or here so that it's less confusing. And the same applies to those shapes here. You can play this combination, so you can play the whole measure with fingers 1 and 3, or with finger 2 and 4, with finger 1 and 2. So all possible combinations that are outlined here. Same goes for this shape, although there's really just 2 combinations that are really basic. The others are more like a little bit not so basic anymore, but yeah, you can practice those too. Here we have other finger combinations, yeah. So that's in general. If you've printed this document, ignore the tempo here. Maybe I'm just even gonna take it out. So hide automation. You don't need to do this to a certain tempo. You can do this your tempo, with metronome, without metronome. So everything has its merit. I'm not gonna go too deep into that, but just wanna say, if you're practicing specifically for timing, then metronome makes sense. Otherwise, just get those combinations in your fingers, because there's a lot of different stuff coming up later. And you can practice all of those patterns also in reverse. You can combine them in all kind of different ways, however you want. There's new opportunities for whatever you want to do. And if you have Guitar Pro, here's what I would recommend to do. You can mark one of those measures here. You turn up there, this button. Let me point towards. This is funny. There, this button there. You press it, okay? Then you turn the loop on, and what it does is, if I press space now, it just keeps repeating over and over again, so that you can play along. You can also do this with several measures. So let's take those here, play, and it starts over again. So there you have that. You can also turn on the metronomes here and there. So I attached the Guitar profile below this video, and if you're practicing those combinations, you will already have basically almost every solo out there in your hands, except for the phrasing elements like string bends and vibrato and stuff. But for those, you just go to the Impro Mastery Room and dig deep in there. Very good. Let's rock.